Humans have always looked for ways to protect their families from the cold of winter and the heat of summer. Native Americans have long understood the insulating benefits of animal hide. Teepees were most commonly constructed from buffalo or elk hide. Ancient Egyptians figured out how to make what we now know as fiberglass by turning hot glass into thin threads. Thomas Jefferson, third President of the United States of America and writer of the Declaration of Independence, used cellulose in his famous Monticello house. As the years have progressed, humans have found better ways to protect their families in their homes. In 1973 and 1974, an oil embargo caused energy bills to skyrocket, and they have continued to increase significantly ever since. And so, the race was on to find a way to use our heaters and air conditioning less. Most of our best inventions were derived out of need, and in the early days of the American space program, NASA needed to protect the astronauts from extreme cold and heat. Facing the sun, astronauts experience 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Facing away from the sun, astronauts must deal with minus 460 degrees. What were they going to do? Traditional insulation such as cellulose or fiberglass simply would never have protected our astronauts. We would have needed a whole lot of cellulose or fiberglass, and the temperatures still would have reached our astronauts. NASA needed something much better, and so NASA scientists created reflective insulation. Here's how it works. Traditional insulation, like cellulose or fiberglass, works by absorbing some of the convective heat. In the summer, it will absorb heat like a sponge. It will continue to absorb heat until it is full, and then it dumps the extremely hot temperatures right into your home. Reflective insulation works very differently. Instead of absorbing the heat of summer, reflective insulation, as the name states, reflects 97% of the radiant heat away instead of letting it dump into your home. In the winter, traditional insulations work by again absorbing the heat. But this time, it is absorbing the heat that you spend money creating with a furnace, heater, or a fireplace. The heat that you create rises to your ceiling where it is only temporarily slowed down by fiberglass or cellulose. Once the heat is fully absorbed, it will heat up your attic and then leave through the roof. Ever wonder why some homes have snow on the roof in winter and some it has melted off? Those that have poor insulation have melted the snow on their roof. As the heat escapes, these homes are literally heating the world. Reflective insulation, on the other hand, works in the winter by reflecting the heat back into the home where you want it. There is no absorbing and heating up the attic. Therefore, you will not be heating the world with reflective insulation, just your home. This means that in the winter, you will keep the heat that you create in better. You will also have the opportunity to run your heater less, save money, protect the environment, and be healthier. In addition to keeping heat out better in summer and keeping the heat in better in winter, reflective insulation from a reputable company like EagleShield will last a lifetime. It's non-toxic and non-allergenic. It is for these reasons that EagleShield has been called the greenest insulation in the universe. It's very simple. Reflect, don't absorb.